Hey y'all, happy Monday. I keep thinking today is Tuesday, but nonetheless, we're here. How is everybody doing? If you're new here, welcome. Let me know where you're watching me from. If you've been here before, you pretty much know how the drill is. If you want life, love, dating, and relationship advice, go ahead and drop your question in the question box, or you could request to come live with me. But putting your questions in the question box would be easier. I'm here for the tea, juggling a few, only care about one. Okay. Juggling a few, only care about one. So it sounds like you are multi-dating, but you have someone that has your attention. I like it. I like it. So my friend had a guy who played her and had a girlfriend. I texted the girlfriend and she got so rude. Yeah, I never understand why the women get so rude. It's like, if someone is texting you like, hey, are we messing with the same guy? Why are we mad? Like, I'm the kind of person that's like, well, who are you talking about? Let's exchange notes. Because if I don't need to be dealing with him or you don't need to be dealing with him, let's both leave. I don't know why girls do that. It's so crazy. So crazy. Hey, sis. Okay. She said, how long would you wait for him to plan a date? I don't wait. I don't wait. Currently in Philadelphia. Okay, go Eagles. I don't wait, because a man that's genuinely interested in you, he's going to want to see you, get to know you ASAP, right? A man that is just kind of like feeling his way through, maybe juggling a couple of other women, or maybe he has a motive, he's going to like waste your time. So if he's not eager to get to know you and eager to spend time with you, he's not really interested. He's not really interested. I mean, I would give it a week at best, but after that, he put a move on my heartstrings from high school 43 years later. Okay. Okay. And what is God saying about it? How does God feel about these moves on your heartstrings? Is God in alignment with it? Because, like I told her, my friend had no idea, but oh, okay. So she just wants him. So he's probably got her wrapped around his finger, where she's going to listen to whatever he says, and those are like losing battles. It's like, okay, girl, if you want him that bad, cool. How did the event go? What event? Which event, sis? Okay, I love this already. I read receipting. I don't even keep my red receipt on. I'll respond when I want to respond. I feel like when you do like the purposely leaving somebody on red, you're like playing games, and it's like, we're too old to be playing games. You know what I mean? What type of clothes should we wear when we go out? Pants, dresses, skirts. Depends on where you're going. Depends on where you're going. Do you think most men know they want to take you out for Valentine's? Yes. If there's a man in your life and you're not sure if he wants to take you out for Valentine's Day, he doesn't. If he hasn't made plans for you, he doesn't. No, it's a Galentine's. It's a Galentine meets Cupid, so it's a co-ed Galentine event, but it's not until this Saturday in Charlotte. So it's still time if you guys are wanting to come in Charlotte, want to travel to Charlotte. It is this Saturday. And y'all, my dress is so tea. My dress is so tea. I can't wait to show y'all the dress. Like, as soon as the dress came, took it out, put it on, I was like, oh, it's given. I just don't know what I'm going to do with my hair. The girl that I wanted to do my hair doesn't have any appointments available, so we just gonna see. That'll be tomorrow's number one assignment, figuring out my hair for this event, and also makeup artist, because the young lady who I want to do my makeup said that she might not be in town. And I'm like, yeah, it figures, because she's got a boo and it's Valentine's weekend, so she is probably going to be with her boo. 3 immediate red flags. Bad hygiene. for sure. If you meet them in person and they're talking to you and their breath stinks, immediately no. Attire. How somebody presents themselves says a lot about them. I'm glowing. Thank you, sis. I seem to just always be glowing. We just gonna give the credit to Jesus, because that is a compliment I've got like all my life, and the glow just has not gone away. So we're just gonna give God the credit, because that's who lives and beams from within me. So yeah, first appearance, how they speak, how they look, hygiene, smell, all that good stuff. Like, that's number one. If you're meeting somebody and you've never met them before, let's say maybe you were connected through a friend and you guys were having a conversation, if they can't keep a conversation, that's another red flag, because you never want to feel like you're forcing a conversation. A man that is genuinely interested in you is going to ask questions, going to be inquisitive, etc. A man that's not inquisitive about you is not interested. A man that does not know how to properly plan a date, if he's just like, oh, well, what you doing? Well, are you free this weekend? I'm like, I don't know, I think we should get together. No. Red flag. That is not somebody that is genuinely interested in you. I saw another, she said bowling, I think. What to wear? A dinner date, depending on the restaurant, I may wear a dress. I may wear pants with a nice top and a heel. It depends on the restaurant. But a dress and some heels and a cute bag, never a bad idea. Never a bad idea. Would you change your number for a fresh start? Nope. I'm not changing my number. I've had this same number for, God knows how long I've had this number. I'm not changing my number. Changing my number for me feels like more of a headache than just blocking the people that I don't want to contact me, or not responding to people that I don't want to contact me. And we have this amazing feature on iPhones where I can even silence unknown callers. So if I don't have your number saved, you can't get through. And if you don't leave a voicemail, I don't even know who you are. And I don't care. I don't care. But no, I would not change my number. Hey, girl. Girl, you make me realize these men don't like me. Because a man that likes you is very evident. A man that likes you is very, very evident. If you have to wonder if a man likes you, he does not. I'm trying to tell you. He does not. Or he may like you, but he may be juggling other women, so he doesn't give you as much attention. And somebody else has like the number one spot. It's different in these dating streets. I just cut a guy off that told me a date comes later after we get to know each other. I'm over this dating, just focusing on myself and God. Well, I have a couple things. How did you meet him? Where did you meet him? And because I can understand having a little bit of conversation before you go on a date, just to make sure there's a chemistry there, there's some compatibility. I can understand that. But how long are we talking? You know what I mean? We're not going to be pen pals and talking on the phone for weeks on end, and we live in the same city and we're not meeting up for lunch. You know what I'm saying? On a Saturday, brunch, dinner, movie theater. And I'm not even a movie theater date kind of girl, but if you've been having all this conversation on the phone, you can go to a movie and maybe you guys will sit and talk afterwards. But I understand, I do get a man wanting to take his time before he invests his financial means into a woman. If he is financially responsible, he's like, hey, I'm not just trying to be out here making sure girls get dinner. But I don't support a man stringing a woman along for weeks on end because he's getting to know her. So my bestie used to change her number so much after breaking up with a guy in the past. I used to get so frustrated. Like, sis, just block him. I got friends like that too, that they be like, hey, new number. And I just be like, okay, girl. And I literally have people in my phone saved as their name, new number number 1, new number number 2, new number number 3. If a guy claimed he wanted to get to know you and you have talked in the past and he texts you for a bit but hasn't texted you all day, would you ever talk to him again? Yeah. I mean, a man not texting you for a day that is not your man, that has made no commitment to you, that is not a bad thing. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? There's no reason for consistent communication. I would pay more attention to the conversation that we have when we are having conversation. What is he asking me? What is it that he wants to know about me? That would tell me more about where he stood than he didn't text me all day. Some people are busy. And then also, too, I'm a firm believer if they wanted to, they would. And if they haven't, they don't want to. Or maybe you're just not a priority, which is okay, because there are guys who have texted me in the past that may not hear from me until the next day. They may not hear back at all. If you're not a priority, you're not a priority. Especially if I'm like just getting to know you. And then also you have to take into account, did you text him? Like if he's doing all the reaching out, like he may want to, feel wanted too. I would need to know more of the dynamics of the conversation to really understand. But one day, I wouldn't think too much about it. I wouldn't think too much about it. Exactly, Kira. Not too much time. It don't, like, a man that's interested in you, it don't take him no time. Recently, my boyfriend had a dream revelation that we should have a covenant of chastity with God until marriage. I agree and praise God for the revelation. We are looking at next year, Wednesday. We met last year. Oh, okay. Okay. So basically, he's saying that you guys need to save yourself for marriage. Is what I'm understanding. And if that's what he's saying, I think that's beautiful. We were talking for 2 months. Just this last week, he started being inconsistent. Being weird, ghosted me for a day, and then popped back up and said he was busy with his son. His son is 2 years old. Before he got busy, he was distant. Distance, a lot of times, tells you what you need to know. A man doesn't just be consistent and then stop being consistent unless something happened or somebody happened. Okay? And even with him being busy with his son, there's 24 hours in a day, y'all. A man that truly is interested is going to make sure he touch base with you if he really is interested. But you said that he had already started acting weird. That was your first sign that one day of not hearing from him was about to happen. He wasn't busy with his son. He was busy with somebody. Okay. How often in a month should we initiate? Y'all, I hate the questions where y'all like, how long, how many months, how many. Stop quantifying things. The numbers are going to drive y'all crazy. Let things organically just be. If you feel like reaching out to this individual, reach out to them. Don't overthink it. If you want to hear from them or you want to speak to them, call them. It's not that deep. We overcomplicate this thing. Yes, a man should pursue you. So you don't want to be the person that's always reaching. But it's okay to reach back. It's okay to reach back. Okay. Yeah, too many red flags. Too many red flags. Ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody has time for that. Because there's been times, I may reach out to a guy that I'm interested in, and, we'll have and the conversation just flows the way that it is, and it is what it is. But if you're sitting back like counting the hours, counting the days, counting the minutes. Well, I text him back, he didn't text me back, or he texts first this time. If you're doing all of that, you are going to drive yourself crazy. Once you get to a level of security that no matter what happens with this person that I'm getting to know, either we connect and go further or we don't, and you don't care, none of that stuff is going to matter. That anxiousness, that anxiety that you have, that is what's going to stop you, because you're afraid of connecting with somebody and getting your feelings involved when your feelings shouldn't even be on the table. Your feelings should be locked away somewhere. If I'm just getting to know you, I'm getting to know you. Like, me calling or texting you does not mean I'm thirsty. Because I could just as easily as I've called or texted you, I could never talk to you again. Right? Should I go to the Black Love event this weekend? You should come to the Galentine's Meets Cupid event in Charlotte. It's on my page. You should come to that. That's what you should come to. But back to what I was saying. And if you guys have questions, drop your questions in the question box. Or if you want to come live with me, you can request to join me live. But the anxiety, and here's the thing, you got to ask yourself, while you're sitting here wondering, well, why hasn't he texted me? Or should I text him? Should I reach out? Ask yourself why you feel so anxious. Why do I feel so anxious about this person that I do not know? That I should not have an attachment to. I should not have all these expectations to. I should not have tied them to my future in any kind of way. Why do I feel that way? And then you have to be real with yourself, and it's like you fear that if you do this, this person may leave, or this person may not like you, or this person may abandon you or reject you. You got to be real with yourself. But once you get to the point where you're like, I don't care what this man does, what I do care about is showing up authentically as me. And if they like it, great. And if they don't, even greater. Because the reality of it is, the more comfortable you become with yourself, you're going to be looking at them like, do I like you? Like, I'm reaching out to you or trying to get to know you to see if I even like you. Not me sitting here waiting to make sure that you like me, because I don't want just anybody to like me. I want the right person to like me and have my attention. Right? Ooh. Ooh. Is dating a man with 5 kids a no-go? Should I run or pursue? There's so many different variables to consider here. How old are the children? Do you want more children? Does he want more children? Are children a deal breaker for you? What's the dynamics of the situation with his kids? Does he take care of them? There's a lot of other questions that you need to ask before you make that decision, because the reality of it is, you can meet a man with 5 kids who they're grown kids, but he's a good man. I don't think that children should disqualify somebody to receive love, because while they may have had multiple children, even with multiple partners, if they have grown and learned and matured and they're a different person now, you want to hold them to that. But you have to do some investigating to find out what's really going on. The real question is, do you want to do the investigation? Do you want to find out? And do you want the reality of what comes with that potentially? You got to ask yourself that question. Me personally, no, I wouldn't do it. Because personally, I prefer men without children. Exactly. You got to ask yourself, do I like you? Y'all saying run. Listen, because sometimes, and even if it wasn't 5 children, sometimes it could be 1 child. And even for women, if you have 1 child but your baby daddy is crazy, a man may not want to deal with that. And they don't have to, because you chose to lay down and have a child with that man. He gonna look at that and be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm cool. You got it. Kira said, no way he's got time or money for you. I don't know. I can't say that, because y'all know I have a different perspective, because my best friend has 5 kids. She has 5 baby daddies, or 5 fathers of her children. And she is an amazing woman, an educated woman, a well sought after woman, a beautiful woman, a very highly paid woman, a well-traveled woman. So I can't say, that a man couldn't be in the same position, because I see a woman that I've seen for years do it, and her kids are well taken care of. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of dynamics that you have to kind of investigate through to see if this is a good man. Because sometimes we can walk away from good people because of the stereotypes we have in our head. But if you don't want a man with children or that many children, then just go ahead and say no from the beginning. Don't even investigate, because you know that's not what you want. She said we scaring her. She liked this man. Child. True. In my case, they were young and he was dealing with his ex-wife. Okay. No way. Me too. I'm out. I'm in the investigation process. I mean, yeah, investigate. And just because you like him, like, what do you like about him? He's cute. He might have took you on a few dates. He gave you some money. Like, what do you like about him? Like, liking somebody and emotionally being, like, attached to somebody, two different things. If you falling into La La Land, baby, pick yourself up. But SWV said, I get so weak in the knees, stand up. Ain't that what old girl said on TikTok? Stand up. Snap back into reality. Because when you just getting to know somebody, baby, it ain't nothing but butterflies and lies. Until you can qualify what they said. Butterflies and lies. Until I have concrete proof that you are the person that you said that you are. I love kids, but get your match taking on someone else's children is a huge responsibility. Yeah. Yeah. You're welcome, love. One of my close friends has 5 kids too, with multiple men, and she's phenomenal. Some people have life experiences at times that don't define who they really are. I agree. There are people that have 2 kids, 2 different parents, and their life is in shambles. So I can't quantify it off of the amount of kids that you have. If I am open to dating somebody with children, I would have to do some more investigating to see what's going on, because you don't want to miss your blessing based off of what you think is going on versus what reality is. Because the worst thing you can do is sit back and be like, oh no, that man, he got da-da-da-da-da. And then one day you see them on social media with his new family, and the new wife is like, you know, he had this many kids and I was skeptical, but he assured me, and, you know, me and the children's mothers get along. There's no drama. He takes great care of his kids. You know, we're expecting our little one. He's financially secure, and we're just living our best lives. You're going to be sitting there looking like, dang. So I say investigate, and that's what dating is. It's questioning, asking questions, finding out information. It's not committing. It's just finding out the information. I like his heart, his communication skills, and more. Okay. I'm like I said, keep investigating, but keep your heart 3 stacks, okay? Keep your heart in your chest. Don't wear it on your sleeve. Keep it in your chest. And keep it protected. Above all things, guard your heart. I really like a person for how he carries himself and interacted with my sons. Yeah. And I don't have children yet, but I can see how that for a mother, that can be something that is like, wow, these children are the apple of my eye, and how you interact with them is something that makes me like you more. I could totally see that. Because even as a woman without children, seeing a man be a good father to his children is a delightful thing to see. It's like, wow, you're a great dad. That's an attractive characteristic. Hey, y'all that have just come into the room. Yes, girl, keep it in your chest. How to know if a person really likes you. We always talk here and there. He has his own business, but I can tell he is traumatized from his last relationship. If you don't know if a man likes you, he doesn't. And if you know that he's still dealing with trauma from a past relationship, you want him to deal with that trauma before he pursues you. If you can see, oh, he's still got some trauma there and he's reluctant to connect with you, I would, okay, we can be cool. We may be friends, but I'm not going to put my thoughts, my expectations, my desires into you pursuing me. Ain't even got to be on to the next. It's just, hey, I'm looking at this for what it is, and you don't have the capacity to love me in the way that I deserve because of the trauma that you are carrying, and I don't want nothing to do with that. That's a red flag for me. Because if I can still see the trauma and you're not dealing with that trauma, like actively going to therapy, whatever the case, what you need, because at some point that trauma is going to show up in our connection or our relationship if we get to that point, and I ain't got time for that. Because I'm a big girl, and I'm not bringing my past trauma to you and projecting it onto you, so I would hope that you wouldn't do the same to me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had some good questions tonight. What else y'all got? What else do y'all have? Is anybody in here in Charlotte? Anybody in here in Charlotte? Okay, I see it, but I see he's actually working on himself. Guess it's all in God's timing. Yeah, but also, too, you want to make sure that he's pursuing you. So I want you to make sure, look at what it is that you want from a man and how you want a man to pursue you, and ask yourself, is this in alignment with what I desire, or am I settling for, maybe this is God's timing? Because sometimes we can psych ourselves out and say, oh, we just got to wait for God's timing. But it's like, is that really what God wanted you to do? Is he pursuing me and letting me know that I'm the woman that he wants? Is he letting me know that I'm his choice? If he is not, then do not put yourself in that position. A man will make it absolutely clear where he wants you in his life. And you will know. And if you don't know, that means he doesn't know where he wants you, or somebody else has the position, or he's seeing other people, he's still filling it out. And you should be in the same space. Like, oh, okay, well, if he's not sure, I shouldn't be sure either. And then you got to ask yourself, if I'm sure, why am I sure? You know what I'm saying? Like, what about him makes me sure if he has all of this stuff going on and he's not even pursuing me as his number one pick? Exactly. Their trauma can cause you trauma, and we don't need the trauma bond. None of that. None of that. No, and thank you. Okay. So if he's saying that he wants to do things right but work on himself, I would say, well, I want you to work on yourself and make that priority. And when you have worked on yourself, then come find me. And then also make it abundantly clear that I'm not waiting for you. Because men will think that, oh, I'm working on myself, that you're just waiting on them. No, because another man may show up already worked on, ready, and I might miss my blessing because you wasn't ready. It's like that meme that's like, imagine a man that wasn't ready, but he asked God to make him ready. I don't want to hear, I got to get myself together. I want to hear that. You're a grown man. You shouldn't even be coming to me if you're not ready to give me what I deserve. Look at the material. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have that kind of attitude about yourself. Like, why you half stepping coming to me and you still got work to do? What about me makes you think that you can even approach me and give me crumbs of who you're trying to be? No, go do what you need to do. Go make yourself a better man, then come holler at me. So then we can go ahead and just have casual conversation. We cool. What's up? How you doing? Happy birthday. Send funny memes or whatever. That's fine. But you're not in position to be the man I need you to be. So you shouldn't even really be talking to me on that level. I don't want to hear about it. Because then Sean over here is going to show up and he's going to be like, hey, I got tickets to this concert next weekend. Do you want to come with me? Oh, and I also made reservations to this restaurant that's nearby. Are you free at this time as well? Then you go to the concert, you're going to have a good time. Then you're going to get flowers when you go on a date. Then he's going to say, he's going to text you and say, I really enjoyed my time with you. I would love to get together again. Then he's going to hit you up consistently, have consistent communication, build a good rapport, build a good foundation, and then continue to plan different dates and outings for you guys because he's interested and he wants to see you. Meanwhile, we got somebody over here that's like, I really want to do things right, but I got to get myself together. Then get yourself together. It don't. What do we get? How long is it going to take to get yourself together? Every day we got 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? What you doing with each? If each day you're not evolving and getting better, what are you doing? Look at the material. Yep. All casual until you make it clear and show with actions before. Exactly. And even as women, like, look at how you dated last year and look at what didn't go well or what you didn't like or where you might have bent your standards or compromised. And in 2025, no go. No go. And if somebody, like, you got to get to the point where when a man comes to you and tries to approach you with something less than what you know you deserve, you get disgusted. Like, just their conversation and how they say things, you're going to be like, ugh. Because you have evolved to a point where you know exactly the type of man that you want, the kind of woman that you are, and what it is that you deserve, that you're not about to sit here and settle for nothing that doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way you can look at relationships around you and be like, oh, they have such a great relationship, it's beautiful, da-da-da-da-da. Or even look at relationships on social media and be like, oh, he treats her so great, and not believe that you deserve the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be a part of the relationships that are on the gossip pages that, you know, the side chick is coming out. Who was it? Somebody just had some. The side chick came out. She's talking about the wife, and then the husband leaves the wife and the kids, and then they both post the new chick and the husband posting each other. Like, no. Those are the conversations I don't want to be in. I want to be a part of the conversations where it reflects the healthy love that I've seen around me. Those are the conversations that I want to be a part of. You know what I'm saying? But keep me updated on what happens. But keep yourself open. Keep yourself open. Like, I think that's one of the worst things women do, is that one guy becomes interested in us and that we just kind of like lock in on this one guy and then we dismiss all the other options that come about. No. I can tell you right now the number of men who approach me and I'm just like, you could never. And that's because my standard is my standard. And then there's been men that have approached me and I've been like, maybe, let me get to know a little bit more about you. You know what I'm saying? I need to get more options. You have to get out. Like, honestly and truly, y'all. It's so funny because I was going to make a video today. I went to the grocery store by my house and I was going to make a video on my personal page for the girlies in my area and be like, hey, for the single women that are looking for, you know, where you can encounter men. One, there's this huge gym by my home. Huge, right? And there's a grocery store right next to it. And every time I go to that grocery store in the evening, and I typically don't go in the evening, I typically go during the day because I like to dodge people. But anytime I go in the evening, the men from the gym leave the gym and come to the grocery store. The men are at the gym. The men are at the country clubs. The men are outside at events where there's live music or there's gatherings or, you know, look on Eventbrite. The men are outside. You got to get outside. If you don't have any options, if you don't have men trying to get to know you right now, it could be one of two things. When you're out, you're not approachable, or two, you're not out. Simple. Now, I'm not saying that these men are your husband, right? But you're not going to meet anybody new until you put yourself out there. And you're not going out just to put yourself out there, because that there's a smell of desperation that will be on you that will repel a man from even being interested in you. You just got to live life. You got to live life. The more I live life not thinking about a man, the more men seem to want to come to my attention. I'm just like, don't think about them and they will come. Okay? Trust me. That might be my next post. You want a man, you want to attract a man, don't think about him. Live your life as if they really don't exist. Don't think about it. Don't think about a man, when you're going to have a man, when you're going to get a man. Don't think about it. The floodgates are going to open. And for the young lady, she said she's picky. There's nothing wrong with being picky. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to say yes to every guy. But the reality is you won't know somebody until you get to know them. I left the gym today and saw all the same people at the grocery store. Point proven. Now, the gym here where I live is free. And I don't want to be in the gym with people looking at me while I'm trying to get my workout on. Like, when I'm in the gym, I just like to zone out, and I don't want nobody zoning in on me. So if you're not that type of person, go to the gym. And even if you don't want people, you don't want to like solo workout, go to the workout classes inside of the big gym. So that way when you're coming in the gym, you're leaving the gym, going around the gym, you see other people. And you might just not meet a man, you might meet a new homegirl. I've learned also to make eye contact to let them know that they're open to approach. They may be intimidated. Yeah, that's the easiest, I'm not even going to say trick, but easiest gesture in the world. If you're interested in someone, and that's another thing, when you're out, your head has to be held high. You need to look like you are a part of the room. If you like this, or you in your phone, you look like you don't want to be bothered. But if you're just like kind of like, scoping out the scenery, having casual conversation, and you lock eyes with somebody and you just kind of like stare long enough, that's all you got to do. Stare 1 second too long and they're going to know. And then if they don't immediately approach, if they're interested, by the time you look back their way, they're going to be staring at you, and you give them a little smile. That lets them know that they can come. There's been times where if it was a guy I was interested in, there was a time before I remember I was interested in him. I knew he was interested in me, and I just looked and I was like, come here. Because at the end of the day, like, I know you're interested in me. I'm interested in you. Let's have a conversation. A conversation will let me know if I want to give you my phone number. That's it. I'm not trying to run down the aisle. You know what I mean? Gym, country club, events, be outside. Traveling, like, I know people are scared to fly because of all of that, but God has not given us a spirit of fear. If you have to fly, pray before you get on the plane. If you don't want to fly, get in your car. Drive state to state. I'm pretty sure if you looked up 4 states around you and different things what are fun things to do in these states, you would find a reason to go visit them for a weekend. Travel. I'm never out like that, and if I am, I'm with my sons. So where do you meet someone? In the same places. You leave your sons at home. I don't know how old they are, so they may need a babysitter. Get a babysitter and go outside. My best friend has 5 kids, and at no age did they stop her from living her life. And she's a highly sought after woman. Okay? You got to throw your excuses away. So true. When you minding your business, not thinking about a man, that's when they come along. Exactly. When you hyper focus on a man, they kind of know, they can feel like, oh, she wants a man. She wants somebody. She wants to be married. She wants this. And if he's a trickster, he's going to try to trick you. But a man who sees a woman who's confident, who's not easily impressed, and she's standing in her femininity and her power, and she's not impressed by you, they're going to go a little harder. And if they don't, they don't. And guess who don't care? You. my friends that are just coming into the room, no more excuses, honey bun. You have to get outside. You have to go places. You have to live your life. Honestly and truly. Where did I go last weekend? I went to Charlotte for like 24 hours. Had a great time. I got more tickets to go see. I can't even call him my man no more. I used to have a crush on Mario when I was a kid. But now that I'm grown, the crush has worn off. Now that I've met him twice, I kind of feel like he's my homeboy. But nonetheless, I went, had a good time. Men all throughout the concert. Men all throughout the city. We went out to a restaurant to eat afterwards. So me and my sister and her best friend just living our lives, having a good time. Not thinking about a man. We're thinking about having a good time with each other. It's girls' night. You know what I'm saying? So you got to decenter your mindset that you're just going out for a man. The men will come when you stop thinking about them. He who findeth. Okay? Who was it? I've just pinned the story to my page too. Who was it that they sent somebody out to find him a wife? I just pinned the story. But nonetheless, even in the Bible, only woman that came to a man that I could remember was Ruth. And that was with the guidance of Naomi. That wasn't just because, she just was like, I'm just going to do what I want to do. She was in the multitude of counsel, which there is safety, which is why she went and did what she did. But outside of that, the men came for the women. Esther, even amongst a bunch of women, that man could have had anybody he wanted, the baddest of the baddest. And he said, nah, that one. Her. So, that's my TED Talk on that. All right, what other questions y'all got? What other questions do y'all have? This was a good conversation. I've been uploading my replays onto YouTube. So if you've been looking for certain replays for the past maybe 2 or 3 weeks, they are on YouTube. I don't want to keep them on Instagram anymore. They will be on YouTube. Am I out of water? Also, is anybody in here in Charlotte? Anybody in here in Georgia? You like my hair? Thank you, girl. This is just my little slick back bun. I might even wear my hair like this on Saturday. I'll just get somebody to professionally do it. But so if you look at the title, it says Girl Talk, Life, Love, and Relationship Advice Q&A. So the topic is that, and you ask your questions. You are so pretty. I bet you got that from your mama. And did. I do come from a family of good genes. All right, nobody in here is in Charlotte. Nobody in here is in Georgia. Or y'all just listening to me and not responding. The other girls came in here and they got the advice and they was like, all right, I'm cool. I'm cool. Yo, I will say this. Sitting down 4 months post-op feels so much better these days. So much better. Your girl was fighting for her life the months prior. It's not perfect. I'm still recovering, but... Okay, so New York City makes sense. London, period. I want to go to London. What's the weather like in London right now? It's 38 degrees here. Raleigh, North Carolina weather is so finicky. Let me see. Oh, it was 37 in London. Oh, I had surgery. You might be new to my page. I had surgery. I'm in Virginia. I appreciate your voice. You're welcome, love. Yes, it's been 4 months already. Ain't that crazy? Almost 5 in March. In April will be 6. By 6 months is when they say you should see a lot of your healing really settle. 8 degrees where you are. Woo. Which is crazy because it was just nice here, but our weather always goes back and forth. Like Thursday is going to be 63. Tomorrow will be 47. No, today 47, Tuesday 40, Wednesday 43, Thursday 63. Then 50 degrees on Friday, Saturday and Sunday in the 60s, then Monday back to 45. I live in Phoenix, but always support you. Always support you. You got great advice in your. Thank you, love. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. It's, oh, Jesus. Very cold, yeah. Three degrees? They closed the schools there for 3 to 5 inches of snow tomorrow? Snow tomorrow? Oh, well, it's a chance of rain here tomorrow. They closed school for anything in the South. Growing up, baby, they didn't. When I'm from New Jersey, they ain't closed school for nothing. We put on our snowsuits, our hats, our everything, and we was trucking it to school. And we would take off our snowsuits and our snow boots and put on our regular shoes and everything. And it would be like marks all through the ground. And they would have to come and clean it up. But baby, we went to school. These kids are privileged. These kids are privileged. It's okay not that. Oh, London's not that great, to be honest. Oh, okay. Oh. Well, that makes me not too excited to visit. Maybe I should do some more research. Maybe I just want to go to London because I've never been. Maybe I don't want to go to London. I do want to go to Italy, though. For sure want to go to Italy. I want to go to Italy and I want to eat pasta. And I want to get on a yacht. Let my hair, my wig blow through the air. I want to eat real pizza their way. I want to eat all the breads, because one thing that I've realized is when I eat bread and pasta outside of the United States, I lose weight. I don't gain weight when I eat it in other countries. In the US of A, it sticks to me like glue. She said we have the royal family. Look, I am of a royal family, okay? A royal priesthood, to be very clear. I am the daughter of a king, so I don't really care, about that. Hawaii, Portugal, or Italy, sis. I need a place to go for my milestone birthday. Italy, hands down. Because Hawaii, I remember seeing something like they don't really like people visiting. It was all over TikTok at one point. Hawaii don't really like people there. And some witchcrafty stuff that I seen. Do your own research. But something about Hawaii, I remember it was like, don't go. Portugal, I'm not too sure of. I would want to go to Portugal, but Italy, for sure. Italy, for sure. But, do, of course, your research and find out the weather and the things that you want to do at that time. So that way you go when there's prime weather, all of the things. She said, I wanted to go back because of Mufasa. I went to London one summer and I enjoyed it. Okay. Yeah, the food here. I shop at Aldi's and the farmers markets and stuff, places like that. It's very rare that I go to a name brand grocery store, because the quality of food is just what it is. So I've gotten very, very, very picky about what food I buy and bring into my home. Well, I've always been picky, but very, very picky as time has gone on. Nightlife is quite good. However, the weather is bad and it's expensive. Okay. Fair enough. Dubai is your place to visit. Okay. Okay, some of my friends, they might be back, but they were in Dubai recently. They might be back now, though. What's the best advice of removing access to unserious men? Ready to detach, but have never been one to block people. Well, I have a guide if you need help detaching. You want to go to Puerto Rico with us? We're going to Puerto Rico in March. My flight is booked. My trip is booked. We're going to Puerto Rico in March. I told you guys about this months ago. If you still want to come, the link is in my bio. But we're going to Puerto Rico in March, which is next month. Okay? Speaking of, I need to step it up in the gym. Make sure I am Puerto Rico ready. But yeah, so I have a detached guide. So if you go to my website, shopsln.com, or comment me, a link will be sent to your DM with a link to my website. And when you go on my website, there is a detached guide. It will give you the steps on how to detach. I would say when you get that guide, go on a 7-day fast as well. Partner it together. 7-day fast, detaching away from to whoever this man is and removing their access. And you want to go ahead and, if you don't want to block them, just commit to not answering their calls. Unsave their phone number, and if you have an iPhone, put on the option for unknown callers not to be able to get through. Personally, if I had an issue with detaching from somebody, I would block them. Until it's not an issue anymore, block them. Me personally, I can look at my phone and be like, I'm not answering that. Because I don't care. But until you get to that point, block them. The only way you can stand on business is if you put one foot down and put the other one next to it. It's the only way. And if you actually do what you know you need to do, it's the only way. There's no other way out of doing hard things than to do them. There's no easy way out. Oh, she said they have a good choice of men in London. I do see this app. It's called like Euro something. It's like a dating app. I don't know. Don't quote me. I seen it on TikTok. I see the promo for it. I don't know if it's to connect the U.S. to people in Europe or what, but I seen like it's an app there. App of some sort. But she said, y'all, they've got pretty good choice of men. That's good to know. She said it's the accent and intelligence for me. I'll be there soon. I know that's right. I know that's right. But yeah, block them, girl. Get the detached guide if you need it, and go on a fast. Like anytime you take your focus off of anything else and go on a fast, everything else should be blocked out, right? So when I'm fasting, it's me and God. I'm locked in. It's prayer, worship, word. No gossip, no excess social media, none of that. I'm locked in. Nobody needs to be on my, don't call me with no nonsense. I'm going to holler at you after my fast. You got to get to a place where you can do that. Fasting is a great way to detach from anything that you no longer want to be attached to. Honestly and truly. It teaches you discipline. It kills your flesh. Once your flesh is dead, it's easy for you to just be like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. If you could turn down your plate and not eat for hours, some people I know have done dry fasts. Tiffany Montgomery has us doing a dry fast come March. Baby, if you can fast, you can detach from anything and anybody. But it's a decision. You have to think of everything that you do as a choice. If you respond back to a text message from a man that you should not be dealing with, you made a choice to do it. If you should not be going to somebody's house or going on a date with somebody, entertaining somebody, whatever the case is, you made a choice to do it. If you're on a fast from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and you eat at 4, you made a choice to do it. So you have to look at yourself and say, I lack discipline. I am the drama. It's me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it boils down to. And once you can get real with yourself and say, you know what, it's me. It's not nothing else. I don't need nothing else to validate what it is. It's me. I need to make better decisions. And if I can't make those better decisions on my own, I need help. And that's when you rely on God. Amen and amen. All right, y'all. A couple more minutes. Couple more minutes. And I'm getting off of here. Also, I will be in Georgia for the Dear Future Wifey tour. Hold on. Let me read the flyer correctly. Let me not misquote myself. Dear Future Wifey on tour. Okay? With LaTerrace R. Whitfield as the host for the Let There Be Love conference at Alive City Church in Albany, Georgia. Okay? You guys need to meet me. Y'all have said so many times that y'all have wanted me to go on Dear Future Wifey. You wanted to connect me with LaTerrace. This is not him reaching out to me. This is for another event, but he's going to be the host there. So this is your opportunity to see us in the same setting, having a conversation about love and relationships. I think it's going to be a great time. There's also some other people on the panel. It's going to be an amazing time. I put it also in my, what do you call that? What is it called? On my social channel, my Instagram. And I put the link for the tickets in there. So, let me go ahead and send this to myself so I know to watch it later. What is it called? My broadcast channel. The link to the tickets is in there. Come see me. Yeah, yes, absolutely. What's your Insta? I'll have to accept so you can message me. Are y'all making friends? I love that for y'all. But girl, old news. We haven't talked about it. Love is Blind, Tyler and Ashley. Love is Blind, Ashley and Tyler. Our good sis has seen the light. I wish she would have seen it sooner, but we've all been there. I ain't never been there like that, but I have been in a place where I was blinded. You know what I'm saying? By reality, because I wanted to believe what a man was telling me. If we can be real with ourselves, we've been there. But our good sis seen the light and she looked good. She went on vacation. She been posting her content. I know Tyler is somewhere fighting the air, as he should be, because she was a beautiful woman, a well put together woman, an articulate woman, educated woman. He fumbled big time by lying. And the crazy thing is, he probably didn't even have to lie. If he would have told the truth, she might have been cool with it. We don't know. But we'll never know now, because what's done is done, and they either divorce or getting a divorce. But she said, no, not me, no thank you. You know what else probably happened too? One, she probably seen the light, because she did have a relationship with God, right? And God probably was like, look, I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you. And then she was like, you know what? You're right, God. I wasn't listening. But also, too, because she got this spotlight on her, she probably had some other people sliding in them DMs. And she probably was looking at her potential options like, am I slow? That's just a speculation. I ain't saying that that's what happened. But when the blue checks start coming in your DM, and Ashley is a baddie. Let's just keep it for real. She might have seen the light in a couple different ways. Like, oh, you snap myself out of this. Yeah, new season drops on Friday. It'll be interesting to see the new season. I seen some of like the, not spoilers, but like introductions to things. Apparently, whoever this Ben guy is, I think he's supposed to be full of drama. Some girls that he dealt with in his city have come out and talked about him already. Nobody really seems like eye-catching interesting, but I'll watch the first episode and see if it grabs me in and take it from there. But right now, right, but on her story, she kept calling him a liar and a broke boy. Who? Ashley? Ashley did? I must have missed some stories from her. Once his mother's his children's mother came out with several different interviews telling her side of the story, I was like, I mean, the writing's on the wall and in the receipts and in the pictures. I didn't know what else she really needed. Ashley said that? When did she say this? Dang, I missed that. And I follow her kind of closely. Not closely, let me not say that. I might not have been on social media the day that she posted it. Ashley, she called him a brokey? Dang, I didn't see that. She called him a liar and a brokey?
And what after that? No, I'm joking.
I wonder.
And what?
So you met him in February.
You guys, Tyler and Ashley are getting a divorce.
I don't know. I have to go do some digging. It won't happen now. Ashley and Tyler from the last season of Love is Blind. Our good sis woke up. Oh, I already asked this question. I answered this question. I have a detached guide if you need it, so you can comment me and I'll send you a link to my website. But basically, long story short, I said if you want to stand on business, you got to learn how to put one foot down next to the other and stand on the fact that you don't need to be with this person. And stop answering their phone calls. Block them if you don't have the strength. And then go on a fast so that way you can kill your flesh that is louder than your spirit so you can make the right decisions. That's the short version. That is the short version. All right, any other questions? Anything else you guys want to discuss? Did y'all watch the Super Bowl last night? I saw bits and pieces of it. Oh, excuse me. I did see the halftime show though, but I typically like to see the halftime show just because I used to be a dancer, cheerleader, performer, all of the things. So I like to watch a good show. But you said makes sense, yeah. What did y'all think? Are y'all arguing about the concert? Did y'all not like it? There was so much commentary online today. Yeah, I need to listen to this word. This young lady Prophetess Jasmine, she just dropped a word about the halftime show. Let me see.
Pray over your home. When I woke up this morning,
I believe that. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna sit on that. Um. Oh, wasn't halftime worth it? I like creativity. So I guess I look at shows from a different perspective. Like some people they have seen there's some clips and things of Beyonce that I've seen that people were like, oh my god, that was a wonderful, and I'm like, it was subpar. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's to each its own. I feel like if you don't know Kendrick or aren't familiar with his style, then you could have been expecting something else. From the clips I've seen, it's like a normal Kendrick performance. Okay. So I didn't know, and then here's another thing. I didn't even know that he did a lot of those songs, but that just shows you how much I really be into the rap world, because I don't be. I'm an R&B girly, but I do know some songs, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't even know that he had did a lot of those other songs. I am not a Kendrick connoisseur. He's not on none of my playlists. Well, I'm lying. One of his songs might be on my playlist. 30 for 30. And that's here recently. But nothing, I've never listened to his album. I think I just got familiar with what he really looked like. I didn't even know. I used to be in the gym working out to a song of his years ago and didn't realize it was him until he performed it last night. Okay? But from what I'm seeing from the people that are Kendrick connoisseurs is that, you know, he's an acquired taste. He's an acquired taste. Yeah, I liked it too. Um, who said, Golden Empress, if you're tired of being single on Valentine's Day, I want you to go look up the origin of Valentine's Day and sit with yourself with that. Okay? Look at how go do this a deep dive study on why Valentine's Day is Valentine's Day, and then ask yourself if you really care that much anymore. I think that might be what I post on Valentine's Day, like the history of why the day even exists. So for anybody that's feeling sad, get out of your funk. Okay? But I do wish he could have did some of the other songs. But then again, I'm a Kendrick. Okay, so that makes sense. You're a Kendrick fan, so you didn't know. You would have wanted him to do some of the other songs. Me, not a Kendrick fan. He did all the songs that were trendy. That I was like, oh, I heard of this. Oh, I heard of this. Oh, I heard of this. You know what I'm saying? But I can understand it. Like, that's like going to a Mary J. Blige concert and she doesn't sing Reminisce on This Love That We Had. Or she doesn't sing Love Without a Limit. Or she doesn't sing, what was something else that she sang that was like, I don't know, because every song on My Life is like a hit to me. But I get what you're saying. LOL, I understood me either, really, but familiar with him. Friends is obsessed with him very. Yeah, he's an acquired taste. I understood the messaging, but I also understood how the messaging could be, like, for one thing, Tiffany Montgomery said to us on the last cover by Godfast, do not let your ethnicity become an idol. Do not let the color of your skin become an idol. And when I saw his performance, I immediately thought of what she said, and I said, got it. Got it. So I saw the concert from many different perspectives, But from just an overall like performative view, I think it was a great performance. I think it was creative, you know, all of the things. I think he got his message out to who he needed to get his message to. Was his message for everybody? Should everybody be in agreement with his message? I'm not going to say that. Do I think him bringing out Serena was the pettiest move of all and I thought it was completely hilarious? Absolutely. Absolutely. Do I think that Drake needs to leave him alone? For sure. It's some people that, you know, what Michelle Obama said, when they go high, when they go low, we go high. Kendrick is not that person. Kendrick said, when they go low, I'm going across seas. Okay? Share My World was way better than My Life. You think so? You think Share My World was better than My Life? Hold on. Maybe. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Share My World, okay. 1997. Okay.
Mary. Live your life, girl.
Love Is All We Need was not a fave for me. Not for me. Hold on. Y'all might be on to something though. Now the song, I don't even think she performed this at the concert.